It's beefy, baby.
Hey.
My name is Luke Hodson.
Alex Morrison.
Hey.
You ready? I'm ready.
It's a movie podcast.
Hey.
Let's get it.
Hey.
Grease-soaked mess.
It's a movie podcast.
Hey.
Rated PG-13.
Hey.
Your mom didn't make that casserole.
Beef.
And remember, folks, your mom did not make that casserole.
No, Freddie did.
Freddy Spaghetti. Freddy.spaghetti. At Freddy.spaghetti. SoundCloud, TikTok, Instagram, all the good stuff. Thank you guys for joining us on the 13th episode of the Bucket of Beef Show. My name is Alex Morrison.
My name is Luke Hodson.
We got a fun one today. As always, make sure to check us out on patreon.com/Bucket of Beef Show.
Bucket of Beef Show.
Yes, sir. It's only $4 a month. And we're watching some horror movies over there. We just finished Jeepers Creepers. Our next one is Midsummer, right?
Yes.
Midsummer. Yes.
That's what I thought.
Hello?
Our computer just came to life, dude.
Why did it say that's what I thought? Why is it trying to start
It
a
kind of
fight?
knew. It kind of knew where it was going.
Okay, anyway. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing okay.
Tell me about your life.
My life?
Yeah.
Things are going a little slow right now, working through some things.
Okay.
It's all good.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm not doing too bad.
That's good.
Too bad. I started a new job, so lots of the hours are changing, and I work very late and very early at the same time.
Nice.
Which is really good, really exciting. What's our first movie we're doing today?
The first movie that we are going to be talking about is really a true classic in filmmaking. It is Nickelodeon Studios' Nacho Libre.
Nacho!
You want to take away the synopsis for our good old Nacho Libre?
Yeah. Actually, no. I want you to do this one. I want to do Stand By Me.
Okay. I'll do it.
Okay.
Great. Our story begins at a small town in Mexico. I can't remember the name of this town. Our story follows a young rascal by the name of Nacho, who was born an orphan, raised as a friar, but has dreams of being a famous luchador wrestler. Will he be able to balance his faith and his love for the game? Will he be able to inspire the little ones? Can he convince Steven to trust in the Lord instead of science?
Damn.
We will see.
It's crazy that they're trying to balance religion in a children's
I
movie
think
like
it
this.
was great. I think and I was talking to Alex about this when we were watching this. I feel like they don't make children's movies like this anymore.
Not at all.
One, just with the amount of care that they put into the overall vibe of the movie. I love the shots of the movie. It's shot really simply, but it's very pleasing.
It's pleasing.
It kind of has subtle Wes Anderson vibes almost.
It does. It
in the
absolutely
boxy
does.
kind of format that they frame some of their scenes.
And just the dryness of it, too.
Yeah, also, Mike White helped write the script, who also wrote The White Lotus.
Ooh.
Which I think is a fun little fact.
That's cool.
On this. Yeah, what are your thoughts on Nacho Libre, Alex?
I fucking love Nacho Libre. It was so funny because as a kid and thinking about it objectively, you had to pitch this to a studio and then do test audiences and stuff. And I would feel like this would not pass test screenings with children. Just cuz the humor is so specific. But when I was a kid, I did not like this movie. I really didn't.
I don't think I'd ever watched this movie all the way through, and it's because I think I didn't like it that much when I was a kid.
Yeah. And then
little, I mean. When
Yeah.
I was 6 or something.
But then,
you know.
you watch it now and you're like, this is hilarious. And everyone's acting style is so specific. And just, I don't know, it's super, super, super fun.
It's really fun. It's got a really special energy to it. I can't think of another, children's movie that has as a similar energy. Especially for something that's on. Imagine, a Disney Channel original movie having
this type of vibe.
This immaculate of a vibe.
Not a chance.
Not
a chance. Because the only movie, and it was of the era, and there's some movies that still kind of do it now, but it's very Juno. It's very Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Just there's lots of humor in the quiet moments. You
yeah,
know
and
what I mean?
no one's ever trying to be funny. You know, when in kids movies or in especially TV movies that maybe get a theatrical release or are just on TV, the humor's very much like, this is the joke, this is where you laugh. You know? Yeah. But with this, it's just like, it just presents the world as it is, and it's up to you to laugh at your own enjoyment. You know what I mean? And it's great. Like, so many just, like, simple lines and deliveries, and Jack Black clearly had a lot of fun doing this. It seems like everybody that really took part in this had a lot of fun. I love the orphans. All the orphans are, like, so earnest and good.
Like the kid who just wants a salad or whatever. Just Rico from Hannah Montana.
Did you have a favorite character?
Oh, yeah. Fucking Hector. Hector's my favorite.
Yeah, Hector's great. I love Hector's glow-up.
Or Steven. His name's Steven.
Oh, yeah, Hector's...
His real name is Hector.
Hector's the guy that played him.
Yes.
Hector did a wonderful job playing Steven. I love his glow-up from, like, street rat man that subsists off of day-old tortilla chips that are supposed to go to orphans to just, like, dripped out.
Did you tell him they were chips for the Lord?
Yeah.
Like they were the Lord's chips.
Exactly. And yeah, it's just great.
His go-to move is just the slap, and he slaps so many people.
He slaps very well. Yeah, he's quite good. I wish he did a little bit better in the ring, but he did what he could.
Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character is probably Hector too.
Yeah.
I mean, Nacho is a great character as well. You know what? My favorite side random character is the guy that took them on the boat to eat the eagle egg.
Yeah, that's so gross, dude.
There's a few like gross out moments in this. I think like what they did when they made this movie is they like wrote the movie they wanted to, and then they're like, oh, for the kids we'll like add fart sound effects sometimes for Nacho. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's how you pull the laugh out of the kiddos. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
What do you think the egg was? Because it wasn't a real egg, but what do you think the egg was, like, made out of? Like, what do you think the props came up with?
Oh, man. I have no idea.
Because it that was
like
vile.
It could have been, like, a custardy thing.
Yeah.
Because custard can tend to be, like, really like that.
Yeah.
But maybe it was a big-ass eagle egg.
You think Jack Black...
Eagle eggs are definitely not that big. But
yeah, no. But do you think Jack Black would go method like that? I feel like this is like a very...
I feel like Jack Black would eat an egg for the sake of the bit.
The bit,
for the sake of the art. for the sake of Nacho Libre.
Because that is just a beautiful long shot, because then he turns around and like does his eagle dive into the water.
So good. And it does sort of give him powers. He just has to believe in the Lord with them.
Yeah.
Because his final signature move is very reminiscent of a soaring eagle.
No, because then...
You know?
Because then the sister comes also. So
yeah.
It's like the power...
It's the power of love,
the power of the
of
boner,
eggs.
the power of God, the power of eagle eggs. Like,
yeah,
it's a combination of
like
literally anything.
All you need. I loved the little bike he rode around in all the time.
Yes.
Like that was just filled with so much character. The town itself was like so like oddly desolate yet filled with life. You know?
Yeah, that there's just like wrestling is like the primary like source of entertainment, it seems.
Yeah. And I also liked how I mean, it's fun when they take that first gig and they like get paid and they're really surprised because they lost.
Yeah.
And they're like, we all split the profits, man. They're like the professional community might not have welcomed them with open arms, but the amateur circuit they were all great people.
Bro, they sure did make it quickly though.
They did
in the rings, and they lost every single.
They lost
fight.
every bout. Imagine losing every bout. Like you start boxing, just imagine you lose like 12 fights in a row, and then you have to fight Mike Tyson, and you beat Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson runs away from you, and you have to chase him down and beat him up. Imagine that. Imagine the world.
He glided to the guy. He like soared through the air.
Yeah.
He was moving.
Yeah. And that guy was oiled up too. He had to have that grip, you know?
Man. Now he was just getting rubbed down, and the guy was like, you have the best arms.
You have the best
legs.
eyes.
You have the best nose. Like,
I loved that. I also like how all the luchadors in this movie, like when they're pro, they just don't take the masks off.
No,
they're just like out in public, like doing everything, like they're going to bed in the luchador masks,
wearing suits and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like how resourceful Nacho was throughout this movie. He just doesn't give a shit about breaking things and
stealing clothes and stuff.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite like Nacho oops moment?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have two favorite Nacho moments, and I guess my number one being when he thinks the guy is dead.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
Like, yeah.
Is when he goes to perform last rites, and he clearly has no idea how to perform last rites.
He's like, I'm sorry you're here. The girl's like, what?
And then he puts the coins on size and everything. It just covers his face.
Yeah. And then, like, this isn't like a nacho oopsie, but, like, when he has the money to get the salad and he squeezes the chips and blows them out.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that's really good.
I kind of wanted to see what he made for everyone else. Like, if he probably didn't make anything for the other brothers. But it would have been funny to see, like, them just get, like...
Honestly, I would, too. I'd be like, fuck you, eat them refried beans, bitch.
Yeah, honestly. They've been talking so much shit about Nacho this whole time.
I've had diarrhea since Easter's.
Yeah.
That's the most quotable part. Or the one when he's like, he's like... Because anytime he stands in a doorway or leans on something, it's like a character moment.
Yeah.
Like, his ass is out and his arm is always up, like, leaning on something.
Yeah, I love it when he's showing off his toyed ass to
Yeah.
the lady nun. What's her name in this?
Sister Encarnacion.
Yeah. I really liked it when he was showing off his new hot pants to her.
But, like, the part I'm talking about is when they're, like, going to get the eagle eggs, or Steven's like, I know a guy who has eagle eggs. And he's like, oh, what are you talking about? You're crazy. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I just wonder, like, Jack Black really took this, man, and I don't think he is, like, native to, like, Mexico.
Let's
or
look it up.
anything. Yeah, let's look it up. But talk about your favorite fight while I look this up.
My favorite fight was probably, oh man, my favorite fight. I liked the one where they were fighting those people that took the belts out and started beating the shit out of them like they were doing fine until the belts came out, and then they got schooled. Yeah, Jack Black is very not Mexican.
Yeah, it says he's of Russian, Jewish, and British German ancestry.
Very
So,
not Mexican.
He really just took this by the balls.
Yeah, he was like, we're
let's
gonna
do
fucking go
this."
for it. Yeah. Different time.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, he was born in Santa Monica. I mean, there's,
Yeah.
a large community there that I'm sure he could pull from. But still, like, honestly, respect to Jack Black.
It was funny when, like, because sometimes there were, like, Jack Black-isms that did come out. Honestly, and going back to, like, to you being like, how did this get produced? Jack Black, baby. Jack Black was an icon at the time, still is an icon at the time. All they really had to do was just put him in the room in that luchador costume.
Yeah.
And there would have been some producer that would be like, my kid would find this shit hilarious.
I also have to assume that he did all of his own stunts, too.
I don't know.
Because I mean, like, every time he is, like, fighting, like, you can't replicate Jack Black's, like, body and his movements. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. Or they found, like, a really, really damn close
one
match, you know?
It's still so impressive. I also really like the side romance between Steven and the tunnel girl. I'm just gonna call her.
Yeah,
I
think she was the daughter of the manager of who was the gold mask guy? What was his name? Ramses. Yeah. Yeah, that was the daughter of Ramses' manager. And she was down bad.
She was down.
She likes them skinny bitches.
That was so funny though. How did you get up here? Secret tunnels.
Yeah, that might have been my favorite bit.
Yeah.
Like when he starts to run away and she starts crawling into the tunnel to beat him there. That was really good.
This just has such, like, the moment, like, every moment is utilized so well in this.
Yeah.
You can't compare it to other comedies. Like, I could watch this all day long.
It was fun.
I really
could.
Like,
very
this
fun.
has, like,
Did they make a Nacho Libre TV show?
Did they? I don't think so. Let me look. I'm just gonna look up sequel. No, but Jack Black wanted to
make another Nacho Libre.
Yes.
I don't know if it would be
if you were writing it, what would the plot
too
be?
much. Oh, I don't know. He could, like, get injured and he has to train, like, that other kid that was really into him. Because enough time has passed. He could be, like, a young guy.
So you do it like
It'd be like a Creed
it would be like
style.
it would be like the Dark Knight Rises,
Exactly.
where he's like has no cartilage and has to train, but like the little kid is like
Yeah.
Bane.
It's
He
like,
never got
I
adopted,
cannot fly no more, or something.
but he actually takes flight in this one.
Ooh,
Yes.
He gets resurrected on
Yes.
Easter Sunday.
Yeah, and the little kid he wasn't adopted, but then he like got in with like the League of Assassins, so he's like an actual.
Okay,
trained-
so you're going all out on
I'm
this.
going all out.
I
on
feel like
this.
your version of this is much different than my version of this.
That's okay.
Because I was pitching like a Rocky Balboa like Creed sort of thing, and
Yeah.
you're like Batman.
I'm like I want explosions.
Yeah.
and
Directed by Michael
extreme
Bay.
violence. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. What are some of your lasting thoughts?
Some of my lasting thoughts: very fun, very specific. You know,
Yeah.
They made a lot of like very clear choices with this one that I think were very fun. Yeah, good time. Honestly, good wrestling choreography too. I thought it looked great.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of like wrestling in general, I think you would enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, it has maybe the realest depiction of getting friend zoned ever in the last like minute and a half.
Which
of this
one's
movie.
that?
It's when like they're looking at the sunset at the end after he beats Ramses, and she looks over at him and just gives him a thumbs up, and he just gives the most like the tiniest little smile, and I'm like, there you go.
No, but she's into him still though.
Yeah,
She
but
keeps
like,
that little letter.
it's about the faith though.
Yeah,
like, with that,
she's
which
like, I
you know,
can't. Yeah, I have to friend zone you for my boyfriend
God.
God.
But it was just like, man, that's hella accurate.
Yeah.
He would have left that church immediately if she was like,
for sure.
Yeah. But yeah. Lasting thoughts for me, like, yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Yeah. And really, I want to revisit movies like this more often because, like, Nacho Libre is the one I got into when I was, like, late high school. And I was like, fuck yeah, this is actually super fucking funny. And then I haven't watched Napoleon Dynamite since I was a kid.
Yeah.
But, like, now I want to watch it because I feel like I would find it
I've actually never
hysterical.
seen Napoleon Dynamite.
I couldn't tell you anything
Never
that
once.
happens in it. I know that there's, like, a interpretive dance.
I know
that
there's the
everyone
llama
loves.
named Tina.
Yeah.
Uncle Rico.
Yeah.
Like, I know. And it's funny because I actually watched a little bit of the cartoon show when it came out.
There was a cartoon show?
Yeah, it was not received well.
Ugh,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
I don't think it had very good ratings. I think they canceled it after the first season.
Do you know what it's on? Or like
I
where it
can't
was on?
remember what it was on. It was either on like Adult Swim or Cartoon Network or
Okay,
something like that.
interesting.
But I can't. It could have been like an FX thing. I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah, I can't quite remember.
okay. So, want to do rankings?
Let's do the rankings.
Do the rankings.
What would you rank it?
I will give this an 8.3.
Ooh.
Feels correct. And that's out of piles of refried beans.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm going to give it a 7.8 out of 10 crunchy old chips.
Crunchy Jesus chips.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then for my B score, this is hard. I want like I want like a big roast beef that you can like give to a group of children that's just a little sweaty. And
Because that's what they need when they're all sweaty is a nice pile of roast beef.
sweaty roast
You're going to
beef.
be great, Dad.
I know I am.
Here it is, buddy.
Get in here, boy.
It's a fucking bucket.
Yeah, just a really big roast beef.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to give like a catering tray of beef empanadas.
See, yeah, you're good at this, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good at
You
it.
know, it's good for the kids. Mm-hmm. It's good for the family, I think. It's nice and hearty and filling. Fill your belly with laughter and some empanadas.
Love it. Empanadas.
Yes. And like a little bit of like a limeade.
A limeade.
Everybody gets some like a little glass of limeade.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Is there ice in it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
A little bit of mint.
What kind of cups are we using?
Oh, they're like little glass cups. Little glasses, little clinkers.
Little clinkers.
Yeah, little
This
clinkers.
sound racist.
What?
Okay.
That sounds like a robot slur. And you know, the reason I say that is because in Star Wars, in the Clone Wars show, they call the droids clankers.
Oh, so it is.
So it is.
It is.
It's a slur. It's sci-fi slur adjacent. You know.
In like 55 years, you're going to be canceled.
Yeah.
When the robots are like.
When all the clinks come after me. You have offended the great mother.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
Isn't
cool.
that what they called prison? Like the clink? Like you got sent to the clink?
I've heard the slammer.
The slammer? I don't know.
I don't think I've heard that, but like I will look it up later.
All right, if clink is a real slur, I apologize to those I may have offended.
It is very close to
the
an actual one.
to the robot community. I apologize in advance. I will not be usable for
we
hard
didn't know
labor,
that you would be
but-
sentient. We had no idea.
No.
No.
Even though you talked to us right at the beginning of this podcast.
Yes, which was very scary.
Ooh, and for that, on to our sponsorships. What do you want to have sponsor us, Alex?
Let's see, because I'm trying to think of how I feel this week, how I'm feeling, what's going on. I would like to be sponsored by rollerblades because I'm sick of walking everywhere. I'm sick of it.
You think your life would be easier if you could just roll?
Yeah,
if it could be a rollorama.
Yeah. Honestly, no, I want giant hamster wheels because that is actually rolling, and I can sit down and I don't have to move my legs at all.
Would you use that on the sidewalk or on the street?
Both. I feel
Damn.
like, just wherever I want to be. If someone's pissing me off on the sidewalk, I'm just gonna run them over.
All the Brooklyn families would despise you.
Oh yeah,
He's
no.
back at it again.
I'd be dead in a week, 100%. But yeah, put me in the street too. I'll just have a bus just shove me down.
Oh, like a little tow situation?
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
So giant hamster wheel, with holes in it, of course, so I can breathe. That's important.
That'd be good.
Maybe like a snack dispenser in it.
That sounds good.
Yeah, right.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah, just a giant fushigi ball.
Nice.
Yeah. What
What
about
about
you?
hamster guy? I want to be sponsored by a miniature golf course. I love miniature golf. I feel like no one that I love loves miniature golf. I want to go.
I love miniature golf.
You do?
Luke, listen, we play a lot of Madden. You know how destructive I can be with my competitiveness. If you put me on a miniature golf
Jesus.
course, I'll love it, but also I will break the putter.
Damn.
I will break at least 3 of them.
So I have people in my life that either don't love miniature golf or love it too much to make it a viable pastime.
It's a viable pastime.
Yeah, miniature golf, very fun. I haven't played in so long. There's a few spots in Brooklyn and in Manhattan that have some pretty cool themed options.
Well, fuck it, let's go.
So
then.
we'll have to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to join us out on our
Bucket
adventure?
of beef party.
Yeah.
We'll do a big
Bucket of putts.
bucket of putts, bucket of balls. We'll do a big miniature golf party for my 25th.
Yeah, that's what you want to do for your 25th?
Yeah, dude, why not?
What do you actually want to do for your 25th birthday?
I have no idea.
Not a clue? You haven't thought about it once?
No.
That's crazy.
No.
Do you want a surprise party?
A surprise party would actually be kind of cute.
Yeah.
But now it won't be a surprise.
Oh, it'll be a surprise.
Oh. You'll do it on, August 24th.
Yeah. Or 2 weeks before.
I showed him.
We're going to raid your bedroom. I'm going to have all of your friends dress up like FBI agents.
You know what actually I want for my 25th birthday? I want my plants to be revived. My plants got left on the windowsill while a radiator was on, and my plants are dying. And I'm trying to do everything I can. I also want to be sponsored by Plant God. Plant God, I beseech you, save my sons.
What's the mother of Earth?
Gaia.
Gaia, yeah. Mother Gaia.
Yeah.
I respect that. I know you didn't ask me, but for my 25th birthday,
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I want to go to the beach. And
Let's
I've
go to the
said
beach,
go to
baby.
the Jersey Shore, but I want everyone to be there.
You want to go to Atlantic City?
What's in Atlantic City?
A bunch of casinos and sadness. And beach.
And beach? That's cool. I like being sad on the beach. At least it's there's a view. Is
Damn.
it a good view? Do you know?
I mean, it's Jersey.
Okay. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also content with going to Olive Garden and eating breadsticks until I have a heart attack.
That sounds nice, too.
Yeah.
Hit up the Times Square Olive Garden.
Oh, fuck yeah. So yeah, it's the end of our sponsorship.
East. On to the next film. Bum, 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 bum.
Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom.
Dum, dum, dum. Dum, dum, dum. Dum, dum, dum. Dum. When the beef has come and the grill is dark and the coals are no longer aflame. You like that?
That was
A
beautiful.
little off the cuff.
Yeah. We're so good at improvising songs.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh man, oh man.
All right, what's this movie Stand By Me? Who made it? Who's in it? What's it about? Is it any good?
Sure. Stand By Me came out in 1986, and it's a movie about Gordy LaChance in his in the prime of his life, which would have been I guess 12 or 13 years old, which is very sad. But one of his friends discovers that there is a dead body 20 miles away from this small town in Oregon. So him and his friends go on a long journey to find the body and ultimately
Gain fame.
Yeah, from finding it. While at the same time, one of his friend's older brothers is also trying to find the body. And that's pretty much the entire synopsis. It's just a story of these 4 friends going on a journey together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exploring all their problems.
All right.
Forming bonds.
So I've seen this movie and Luke has not seen this movie.
No.
So Luke, tell me what you thought.
I thought it was a wonderful film. I think it's interesting to me that it came out just a year after The Goonies. Both of those films are kind of like two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
I think. Just sort of like coming of age stories and stories of adventure and camaraderie. This
like
movie was
the
pretty brutal, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, this was real as hell, you know? And I really appreciated that out of it. The chemistry between the 4 boys was stellar.
It's immaculate.
The casting in general was great. Like, the older boys were wonderful, too. I mean, the older boys were, like, definitely a bit more, you know, one-dimensional than the younger ones.
Yeah.
But I like that because it kind of paints this picture of like when you're a kid, you have like those kind of hierarchies established by age, and like there's that fear that you have.
I was just having that
for
thought.
People that seem so much older than you, especially and not even necessarily adults, but like kids that are older than you. They seem like untouchable and like like way more powerful and older and wise than they actually are. Not necessarily wise. I wouldn't go that far to say that the baddies in this were very smart people.
No.
Just really shitty.
Yeah. It's watching it this time around. It's been years since I've watched it, and just like that picture of boyhood, I was like, wow, like that was kind of really what it was.
Yeah.
And just like I think the moment I was like, wow, this really is it, is when they're like, oh yeah, I mean, just say you're staying in my backyard and that clears us for a couple days and we can do whatever we want. And those are the moments I was like, wow, man, that's so cool. And you're right, just painting that one-dimensional picture of not even just like the older kids, but the adults too. And just having these feelings of like, my parents don't want me, fucking these guys really suck, we're gonna be famous, or like, man, like I'm just gonna take shop class because writing is stupid, like, you know, like, yeah, it's so good. And also, me and Luke were just like gushing while we were watching it, just over like River Phoenix, and like
so good.
Like
they were all excellent, but River especially was,
just like the extreme emotion.
There's a type of like maturity there that was really impressive.
I mean, what do you say to these kids on set? Like, you really got to give it, and they just do that. Like, that's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a matter of just talking to them like they're people. You know what I mean? Like, kids can pull off a lot of cool shit.
Yeah. So, who was your favorite?
My favorite character in this? Ooh. Man, it's probably Chris.
Probably Chris.
Yeah, Chris is probably my favorite, just because he has so much love for these guys, and he's really like he's a leader, but he's only really the leader just because he cares so deeply.
Yeah.
About these kids, like and it's interesting to see like how he handles himself as a leader in this film versus how the older boys gang's leader handles himself, where it's all just like me, and like he rules through fear, and like I'm better than you energy.
Chris's leadership also is like because they all just dick around their kids, but like there are moments when like the other kids don't realize when something is happening, or like when Gordy's upset and he's like, "Yo, shut up."
Yeah,
what's
Chris
wrong?
is always ready to listen and to talk.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Very much so.
And he died a good one.
No.
In the film.
Oh, yeah, in the film. Yeah. Because he just gets, like, stabbed in the throat.
Because he tries to break up a fight.
Man.
Yeah.
I think my favorite, I mean, looking back now, I think is Teddy. I
think
it's Teddy, yeah. Because he's just, like...
Teddy's the one that... Yeah, Teddy's the kid that got his ear burned.
Yeah.
Teddy's my close second.
Like, yeah. and he's like so like war focused, but I mean like he's just so fun, and he's just the guy who is goofing the most. I was most like Vern.
Yeah.
As a kid, yeah. I was like the most bullyable for sure.
I'm trying to think of who I was most like when I was a kid. I don't think I was necessarily Vern. I
like
think
you're like a Gordy.
The closest is probably Gordy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I could picture you, little Luke out there in the wilderness. We're gonna go find.
I'm gonna build cars. I hate Edgar Allan Poe.
I'm gonna eat. What was it? Cheerios with cheese.
Yeah, dude. I would have packed a shit ton of that.
Yeah. Just like a bag of
No,
shredded
dude.
cheese.
In my life, like one of my friends would have brought like a bag of fruit roll-ups, and I would have been like, I've never had this much access to fruit roll-ups in my entire life.
That's cool.
Hell yeah. 2 days without cod liver oil? Hell yeah. That sounds like a party.
Hell yeah, man. So there are a few really classic moments in this, like, and I want you to tell me what your favorite one is, but I'm just gonna point out the ones that people are like, these are the scenes. The one where it's Chopper, sick balls.
Mm-hmm. That was good.
The pie eating scene. The train on the when they're stuck.
Do I
on
have to
the
pick
train
my
tracks.
favorite?
Yeah.
Okay.
But just like those are like the really big ones.
I'll rank them.
Yeah, rank them.
Number one's the train scene for me.
Yeah.
Really like the train scene, especially with Vern just fucking crawling across the tracks. Like, they would have been totally fine if Vern just didn't pussy out.
He was like, "Get your ass up!"
Yeah, if Vern would have just like walked lockstep with everybody else, they would have been fine. Like, who was it that got? Was it Gordy that got stuck
behind him?
Yeah. Yeah, like Gordy, and that's shit I would do. I probably would have gotten myself in that situation too, because I wouldn't have wanted to be too mean to Vern, and I'd be like, "Come on, man!" But I would have like just stayed behind to make sure the little guy was okay. Yeah, and when they have to like jump off, I thought they jumped into the water. I didn't realize that they just jumped onto fucking
like into
dirt.
the gorge.
I'm like,
yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, that was really fun. Especially like when they're feeling like the rail line to like see if a train's coming. I can't remember which character does that.
Gordy
It's
does
Gordy
that.
that does it. Yeah, see, I would do that shit. If I had to cross a fucking bridge.
Mm-hmm.
My second favorite is the pie eating scene. And honestly, my favorite part of the pie eating scene is when Teddy's like, where's the ending? Like, I don't like the ending.
Yeah.
And I loved that part because it's like such a good story, and then there's like always that like one person who's like, but it should be
like, can it be something
yeah,
else?
like it's always like there's always one person that's like, but it should be stupider, you know?
Yeah,
like it should be
yeah.
worse. And I just thought that was so funny, because Gordy's like Gordy's almost not even offended. Like, he kind of is, but he's like, "You're like the dumbest person I know, dude."
He
like-
knew that was coming. Like
Yeah.
you can feel that he's done that.
Well, because he
before.
didn't really want to even say the story originally, too.
Yeah, no.
You know? So that's actually probably true. He's probably, like, used to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then my third favorite was the Chopper scene.
Chopper sick balls.
Yeah, the Chopper sick balls thing. Yeah, and Chopper was adorable. Chopper was
cute.
very cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the moment when when Gordy had to go to the store and he met the shopkeep, and the shopkeep was talking about his dad. Not his dad, his brother.
Yeah.
And was like, "You play football?" And Gordy's like, "No, I'm a piece of shit."
He was like, that
Did
sucks.
they
Your
ever
brother
did they
was
ever
awesome.
reveal how his brother died
I
in the
don't-
movie? I don't think they did.
I don't think they did.
Yeah.
I could be wrong though. I feel like there might have been a moment. I feel like it might have been a car accident.
Yeah,
Maybe.
something.
But also, I'd like.
Yeah, they also like never exactly show where the mom goes.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like kind of inferred that the mom and dad split up.
No,
after
they're
maybe, or are they
they're-
together still?
They're together. They're just like, I think the mom is just very like distraught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, I think the best like chain of scenes is like the fire pit. So during the pie eating contest thing.
Yeah.
But my favorite scene, even when I was younger, I was like, "This is hysterical." Is when they start talking about Goofy and Pluto.
Yeah, that
And
shit's
there's like
really
the weird
good.
montage, and he's like, "What the fuck is Goofy?"
Yeah. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, that whole little piece was really fucking good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
that was really
because
fun.
then you get like you get the moment with all of them like rotating with the gun.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that they like
Have that gun.
they have
it
gun.
on them. And
They
it worked out.
literally
They
have a
kind of
Colt
needed it in the
45.
end.
Yeah,
You know? to show that little bitch what was up.
Bro, they were gonna kill.
Dude, they probably
them.
got fucked up later by those
Oh
kids.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, they tell the whole story at the end. They didn't, but like, I would be stressed out for
dude.
years after that.
Yeah.
I really would be. I'd be like, these guys are gonna show up at my house.
I would have had to kill the boss guy
Yeah, you think
to just
so?
ensure like the chain of command crumbled.
You just cut off the head. Right
Yeah,
at the-
you know, it's 59. You're a white kid in Oregon. Maybe go to juvie for like 2 years. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I guess
Depending on who the kid's dad was.
I guess so.
you know?
Yeah, but I feel like everyone.
I probably maybe longer.
I feel like
if you straight
everyone-
up murdered someone as a child,
Yeah.
but
I feel like everyone in that town was like, yeah, Ace was a piece of shit. Like he was.
yeah, honestly,
he was awful.
It seemed like the kind of town where like if you killed a certain person, like people wouldn't give a shit.
No.
You
You're like,
know?
hey, that guy took off my mailbox. That guy fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that
exactly.
guy.
The homeowners association fucking hated that guy.
Yeah, they talked about him on like the news afterwards. They were
Yeah,
like, "Thank
exactly.
God."
Little bitch Ace. Guess what was coming to him.
But yeah, so I mean, like at the core, man, this story is so. As you get older, it ages like wine. It really does.
It's really good.
Yeah,
It's like it's a great film for like everyone. And you know what this kind of gave me like vibes of? This kind of gave me like The Outsiders vibes.
Oh yeah,
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it feels like classic in that way, like a kind of like I not a celebrate, like an afterglow of like
yeah. It's like it's like
of like boomer children.
It's like
you know
the
what I mean?
memory.
Because that's what
It's
they
like-
are. They're all like they're all baby boomers.
yeah.
you
It's
know?
all trying to like get to the point of like you will not have this again in your life.
yeah.
And just like enjoy it. It seems like those moments are so big and extreme and all that stuff, but like there's not magic like your youth like that. You know what I mean? Because I think The Outsiders does that well. And then also,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, that's what it's so like. I watched this movie young, and I remember like the people who showed me that movie was like, "Remember this movie? I'm like, why?
Remember this movie?
Yeah.
Remember this movie, son?
You're fucking like it all.
I think it'll really think it's.
It's gonna make you fucking.
I think
fat.
it's gonna make you think it's quite something.
Something. Yeah. So, yeah, man. And it's cool seeing Jerry O'Connell. I brought it to Luke's attention. I'm like, yeah, Vern, the bigger kid, was fucking Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, Jerry
from
O'Connell was
Kangaroo
great.
Jack.
Is he the first actor that we've had twice on the podcast?
No.
Who? Who's the?
Sam Rockwell.
What else did we see? What else was Sam Rockwell in? That we
3
watched?
Billboards and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I forget he was. Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
welcome to the club, Jerry. You're here with Sam.
And some very good company.
Yes, definitely.
Jerry O'Connell also is like doing the voice of Superman for a lot of shit right now.
Really?
Like he
That kind of makes sense. He has a Superman-esque, like a Clark Kent-esque voice, I suppose.
He's really up there with, I mean, Corey Feldman. I mean, besides, because he was also in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
But Jerry O'Connell, John Cusack, Kiefer Sutherland, those are like the 3 like working actors.
Yeah.
Which is really neat.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, lots of love in this movie. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Emotions were great.
Yeah. Well written, well acted, well directed.
I'd be sitting behind that camera like, this is gonna be fucking gold.
Yeah.
This is gonna be so fucking good. So yeah. All right. Did I do score first last time? I think I did.
You did. You want me to rate it?
Yeah, you rate
I'm
it.
gonna give Stan Boy me.
Stamboy,
I'm gonna give Stan Boy me a 9.2. I think.
a 9.2.
I
That's
think-
super high.
I think I'm giving Stand By Me a 9.2.
I knew you would fucking
It's really
rock with
good.
this
It
movie.
like makes me feel like I'm watching like my dad's childhood. Basically, my dad came a little later, but I thought it was really cool. Yeah, and that's out of 10 Switchblades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 Switchblades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this movie ranks very high for me. And, like, I mean, I come back to it once every few years. I'm glad I had a good reason to watch it this time, like, that I got to be a part of your experiencing it. I'm going to give it the exact same score. It's not perfect. It's a quick movie, honestly.
It is. It's a very quick watch,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, both of these movies were very quick, which I appreciate.
Yeah, yeah. Which is so cool. It's so cool that
Short movies
that,
are
like,
good.
Storytelling can, like, be excellent and be quick, and it doesn't have to be, like, this big event
Over
all the
bloated
time.
and
Yeah.
like self-absorbed.
Yeah.
You know,
very much so.
Like, this movie was not self-absorbed at all.
No.
It was just like, this is the story.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was based off of a Stephen King book.
Yeah,
I had no
crazy.
idea.
Stephen King, like, runs our, like, popular culture,
Yeah,
basically.
our culture in general, yeah. There's going to be a lot about Stephen King in the U.S. history books.
I know.
Real quick, though, I had a question for you.
Okay.
So, like, they see the dead body and they kind of sit there. I mean, what do you think? Because I was thinking about it, like, how do you think seeing that body affected those kids?
I think it affected them a lot. Like, oh, wow, like, this life is short, and, like, we don't know when our last day is going to be.
Okay.
Also, just the idea of, like, seeing a dead person, like, not at a funeral, like, not all prepped. I think, like, I was thinking about this when we were watching this, and I think I might have brought it up when we were talking, but there is no way that body would look like that, would look as good as that body did.
Yeah, no.
It would be, like, bloated to shit. Like, there'd be pieces missing from it. Like,
Animals would have gotten to it.
Animals would have gotten to it. Like, and to see that would have been, like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is fucking crazy.
That's how you
like, this
modernize
is
this movie.
scarring.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. Like, that's the one thing with this movie where I was like, kind of missed the mark there. Because this kid's been missing for a while. Mm-hmm. You know? And the older boys saw it, what, like 3-4 days prior or something, and it took them like 2 days to get to it. You know, that body's like not gonna be all there. That body's not gonna be looking hot.
Eyes missing, guts out everywhere. Like,
yeah,
no, it would stink so bad.
Yeah.
I just had that question. I don't know. That was like burning for some reason. So beef score. I'm bringing it back to roast beef, but I'm making this like a roast beef sandwich. Like an Arby's roast beef sandwich. Ooh. Yeah. I used to have those as a kid.
Arby's.
Burger King
is owned by Arby's.
Eat a fucking Arby's sandwich. On an onion roll. Yeah, I mean, because I remember, like, I feel like going to, like, the water park as a kid. And then I'm like, fuck, randomly, I want Arby's. I want some curly fries.
Yeah. It's like a real fuck around and find out summer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Arby's roast beef sandwich for me.
Nice. I'll give it, I think also like another cold cut kind of sandwich type thing. I'm thinking like a middle school graduation, like a roast beef party platter. But like from a good, like, from, like, the spot in town. Yeah. You know? From, like, Moe's Deli.
Ooh.
Or something.
Yeah.
And he just, like, got the Italian bread toasted, buttered up.
And got,
it's,
like...
It's, like, simple. It's just, like, fucking... It's just, like, roast beef, provolone, like, mayo.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's, like, it got, like, salt and vinegar chips and, like, Kool-Aid.
I was about to say, it's either Kool-Aid or lemonade in the big, like, cooler.
Exactly.
That you have to press the button and it's, like, paper cups and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. The vibe is so specific. Both these movies, this was a good week for these movies.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah. I love
how summer's coming, you know?
Yeah, man.
Or I guess spring. I'm kind of jumping the gun saying summer, but
it's okay. It's nice out, man.
It is.
And, like, you know, it's the encouragement to make memories.
Yeah.
For this last one.
It's nice.
And even, like, Nacho Libre, it's the encouragement to follow a dream. Whether other people are supporting it or not, I think we have some good stuff this week.
Yeah.
And that's a lesson for everyone.
Yeah.
Both those things.
All right. I think that wraps up Stand By Me.
I agree with that. So, just to wrap it up here. Follow us on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook at The Bucket of Beef Show.
You can also follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/bucketofbeefshow. When you join the Patreon page, you'll be able to have access to exclusive voting power on what we watch next. You'll get early access to our newest episodes.
And reviews of horror movies and access to our Last of Us review series.
Again, our original score is by our friend Freddie. You can check them out at Freddy.spaghetti on SoundCloud, Instagram, TikTok. And thanks again, as always, to Andrew Beggs for our beautiful art for our page.
Yes. Those are the people that make it happen for us. Thank you guys very much. And then we're just going to shout out the patrons real quick.
Yes.
My boy Victor.
New subscriber.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Thank you so much, Victor. We really appreciate you. Also, shout out to Julia.
Dwight.
Adam.
Julia L.
Dina,
Brittany,
Olga,
Rick,
Nicole,
Nikita,
and
Nicholas.
Nicholas. You can be my partner in the ring any day, buddy.
For as long as we do this, if we have 1,000 patrons, eventually we're not going to be able to do them all. But Nicholas has to end this.
Yeah,
podcast
if we ever get
time.
enough money from this podcast, Nicholas is getting a plaque.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We're getting Nick a plaque.
Yeah. Cool guys. Thanks for joining us on the 13th episode of the Bucket of Beef Show. My name is Alex Morrison.
My name is Luca Hudson.
And we'll see you on the 14th episode. Gooby, bye-bye.
Bye. What the fuck is Goofy?
Ending of the pod.
He's a liar. He's a liar.
Beef.
Bottom of the barrel.
Bottom of the bucket.
Bottom of the bucket.
Yeah.
Beef.
Seasoned to perfection.
Divine.
Too wet.
Beef.
It's a masterpiece, baby.
Beef.
Ew.